Nathan, I need you to do me a favor.
What's up?
I need an extra $500 this month for child support.
This month too? How many months in a row have I had to do this now? Are things really that tough for you?
I'm sorry.
I don't want an apology, just tell me what exactly do you need the money for? The regular amount should be enough to support Chloe, and you're working too.
About that. To be honest, I'm suffering from depression.
What?
The doctors say it's likely due to stress from work. It can get really bad sometimes.
I had no idea.
I've been seeing doctors about it, so I'm missing a lot of work. Money is really tight right now.
It's gotta be tough going to work if that's the cause of your stress. Has it been getting any better since you've been seeing doctors about it?
Well, a little. Sometimes it's so bad that I can't go to work, but Chloe is here, so at least I'm not alone. I'm doing my best. I just want to get better so I can go back to work full time.
I see. Don't work too hard though. That could be bad for you right now. Why don't you let Chloe stay with me until you get better?
Huh?
I know you probably don't want to, but think it over.
Hell no! I'm trying my hardest for her. If she weren't here... I know I was a bad mother for sleeping with another man and splitting up our family, but Chloe is my whole reason for living.
Okay, I understand that, but given the situation, just think about it. Shouldn't you do what's best for Chloe right now? She should have a say in this as well.
Yeah, right. If I did that, you'd just try to take her away from me. You're gonna try to get custody, aren't you?
Well, to be honest, I want Chloe to live with me. I think I've been doing pretty good with her, even without having custody. Whether I have custody or not, I just want Chloe to be happy. If you're having these problems, I think it's probably putting extra stress on Chloe.
If Chloe weren't here when I got depressed, what would I do?
Like I said, that's when you'd be putting the most burden on her. Chloe is in junior high. She's still a kid. She doesn't need to deal with this. If you really want to get better, you need to check yourself into a hospital or stay with your parents for a while. Don't you think you should be focusing on getting better first?
Check myself into a hospital? You've gotta be kidding. And moving back in with my parents would only cause more stress, not help it.
Either way, if you don't do anything, you're just putting a huge burden on Chloe.
I make sure I don't put any stress on Chloe. I'm just gonna keep doing this for a few more months and we'll see how it goes, okay? If I see that I'm putting any stress on Chloe, I'll consider letting you take her.
Okay, I'll wait a few more months.
Thanks. And don't mention my depression to Chloe. She knows I'm missing work because I'm not feeling well, but I don't want her to know it's because of depression.
You haven't told her?
No, I don't want her to worry.
But if you decide to let her stay with me, you'll tell her, right?
Okay, that's fine. Thanks.
Chloe, it's gonna be your birthday soon, isn't it? The next time I get to see you, I'll bring a present. What do you want?
Nothing.
Huh?
I don't need anything.
Really? Well, you're already in junior high school. I guess you're growing up fast. Do you want money instead so you can buy your own gift?
No! Shouldn't you be paying something else before you consider getting me a gift?
Huh?
Why didn't you pay Mom this month? Mom told me not to say anything, but I can't stand it anymore. Mom says it's your fault we don't have any food.
Are you talking about the child support payment? I don't really want to talk to you about that, but I've been paying it every month.
Is that so? Then how come we don't have any food in the house? We can't afford anything I need. I have to borrow everything from my friends.
Is your mother there now?
No, I think she went out with her boyfriend.
Boyfriend? Hasn't your mother been sick recently?
No, I don't think so. She's the same as always. She's always out seeing her boyfriend.
Is that so? I'm not giving your mother child support anymore. I'm not paying her anything anymore.
What? Then how am I supposed to live?
Well, I was thinking maybe you should come live with me instead. What do you think? Do you want to come live with me?
Huh? Mom said you don't want anything to do with me. She said that's why you didn't take me in the first place.
She said that too? That thought has never once crossed my mind. When I divorced your mother, you were still in elementary school. It was the court's ruling that you should be with your mother. That's how it usually works here. I've always wanted you to live with me.
Really? You mean Mom's been lying to me this whole time?
I guess so. I'm sorry for all of this. There wasn't a day that went by that I didn't think of you. I've always wanted us to live together.
I had no idea. This whole time I thought you hated me.
Of course not. You're the most important thing in my life. Have I ever missed a visitation day?
No, I guess not. I'm sorry, Dad. I haven't been nice to you since the divorce. I was always in a bad mood when you came to visit.
It doesn't matter. Just seeing you made me happy.
Dad, I want to live with you. Mom won't do anything for me. She only gives me her old hand-me-downs and things she doesn't need anymore. I've been saving the change I find in the laundry to buy things I need for school. It's been really hard. I've been wondering how we became so poor.
Chloe, I'm really sorry. It won't be like that anymore.
I don't know.
What time do you think your mother will be home?
Probably tomorrow around lunchtime.
I see. I'm coming to get you right now. We'll get something to eat somewhere and talk about this.
Okay. I've got lots of things I want to talk to you about. Thanks for telling me the truth.
I need to talk to you about the child support payments and Chloe. Can I give you a call now?
What do you want this early in the morning? Don't call me now.
Why? Are you at your boyfriend's house?
Yeah. Why? You got a problem with that? We're split up. Who I'm with is none of your business anymore.
I don't care who you're seeing, but I do care about Chloe. I'm not paying you child support anymore.
What? Why?
There's no reason to.
How can you say that? Don't you care what happens to your daughter?
I do care. That's why I'm not paying you anymore. I've been paying child support this whole time, and I just found out you weren't using it to help Chloe.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I'm the one who's going to be asking the questions now. You've been spending all of the money on yourself, haven't you? Chloe is crying, saying she hasn't had much to eat for the past few weeks.
You're with Chloe? It's not your visitation day.
My daughter's in trouble. That's why I came. That's the only reason I need.
What do you mean in trouble? She's fine. She's not sick or anything. I'm the one that's sick. That's why I can't look after her 24/7.
That's why I wanted to look after her. I didn't want anything like this to happen. You promised you'd let her live with me if you were causing her any stress. So I'm taking care of her now. You have no right to complain about it.
I have her legal custody. You can't just take her anytime you want. I'll just call the cops and have them bring her back here.
I figured you'd say that. So I've already taken her to the Child Services Center and explained everything.
To Child Services?
Yeah, because you're not fit to be a parent. You don't feed her, and if you do, it's only the leftovers from your meal. You just laugh and tell her she gets lunch at school every day, so that should be enough for her.
I'm not doing anything wrong. Chloe's still alive, isn't she? So I'm doing enough.
Doing enough? You think that a growing child only needs one meal a day? What about weekends and holidays? There's no school lunch then. She feels so bad because she has to ask her friends for food.
She should be thankful I feed her at all.
Is that all you can say about this? I can't believe you. On top of all this, you told Chloe that I hated her. How could you manipulate her to think that?
I wasn't manipulating anyone. Chloe is a girl. A mother can take care of a girl much better than a father can.
You weren't even looking after her. You only wanted Chloe so you could take child support from me and spend it on yourself. You've been taking all the money you get from me and the government to spend it on yourself. You didn't give anything to Chloe.
That's not true. I've bought her clothes. I've given her food.
Apparently, you only did that when I'm around to see it. When I visit, you have her try on new clothes to make sure she looks good. But when I'm not around, it's a different story. Chloe's told me everything.
She's told you everything.
I see.
After everything I've done for her, this is how she repays me? I'm getting tired of this.
Chloe doesn't owe you anything, and I'm not gonna let her live with you ever again. Chloe's gonna live with me.
Whatever. I don't care. I just wanted to get as much money from you as I could. I planned on kicking Chloe out of the house as soon as she graduated anyway, so I guess it's fine. I'll just live happily with my boyfriend.
I'm never gonna forgive you for taking all that money and spending it on yourself. It was for Chloe. Expect a call from Child Services. They're gonna want to talk to you.
What for?
You had custody of Chloe. We've told them about everything you've done to her. Stories like this are all over the news. What were you thinking, not taking proper care of your child?
Huh? No. The stories on the news are all about little kids, aren't they? Junior high school kids can take care of themselves. It's no big deal, right?
Of course it's a big deal. She's not an adult.
Hold on a second. What's going to happen to me?
That's up to Child Services and the police to decide. I have every intention of getting full custody of Chloe.
I don't care about that. What's going to happen to me?
Look into it yourself. Neither Chloe nor I care what happens to you.
Nathan, how's Chloe? I've been messaging Chloe, but it doesn't look like she's read any of them.
She's fine.
That's great. Would it be all right if I talk to Chloe? I want to see her and apologize to her.
She says she doesn't want to see you. I think you should just leave her alone.
I've changed a lot since then. Child Services and the police have helped me see the error of my ways. My parents are really angry at me too. They've even written me out of their will.
It serves you right, lying about depression on top of everything else. You're a real piece of work, aren't you?
I'm sorry, but I've finally realized something. The happiest I've ever been in my life was when I was living with you and Chloe. So I was wondering if we could all live together again.
What are you saying? You have a boyfriend, don't you? Chloe has finally settled into her new life. You can't always think about yourself. You have to consider Chloe too.
I broke up with my boyfriend. There's nobody better than you.
I know that, but I would never want to live with a person like you again. I couldn't even stand to be in the same room as you. I haven't forgotten anything you've said to me.
I don't know what happened to me. I wasn't myself then. I realize I haven't treated you right.
I'm glad you realize that, but it doesn't change the way I feel. Don't ever message me again about getting back together. It makes me uncomfortable.
Nathan! I've changed, I swear. Please, at least let me talk to Chloe one more time. I just want to apologize. Mom, this is the last time. Chloe? Chloe, is it you?
Dad's been texting on his phone constantly for a while, so I peeked to see what he was doing, and I saw you were talking to him about me. You're making Dad upset. Just stop.
Chloe, I'm sorry. I've changed. I really have. I'm really sorry for the way I treated you. Can I please see you again?
No, Dad told you already. That's why I blocked you. Stop trying to message me.
Chloe,
you've never once acted like a mother to me. After you divorced Dad, you were always out with your boyfriends, and you lied to me and told me Dad hated me. I always wanted to live with Dad.
Chloe, I'm sorry.
I can never forgive you, no matter how much you apologize. You must be crazy if you want all three of us to live together again. Your boyfriend dumped you, didn't he? You didn't just break up, he dumped you, didn't he?
No, he just wasn't as good as your father.
No, he dumped you. Did you forget you made me add your boyfriend's ID to my contact list?
He was contacting you without telling me?
No, I haven't been talking to him. I just got one message from him the other day. He heard you got arrested, and he wanted to apologize. Apologize that he didn't realize how bad of a person you were to me.
Huh? But he ignored all of my messages.
Of course. Because you let your kids starve. You were always out with men instead of caring for your kid. You told him you had joint custody of me and that I was staying with both you and Dad. You lied to me, to Dad, and to your boyfriend.
Haven't you ever heard the phrase, the end justifies the means? Don't judge me.
Huh? I have no idea what you're saying. You have no right to tell me how to live my life. You cheated on Dad. That's why he divorced you. Everything is your fault.
I'm not the only one to blame. I didn't cheat on your dad. I was seduced by another man. It was his fault.
You're always blaming someone else, aren't you? Stay away from us. Dad and I don't want you in our lives anymore. I'll never forgive you for what you did.
Chloe, when you become an adult, you'll understand. Marriage isn't so easy, you know. It's complicated. Chloe's not reading your messages anymore. If you're upset, punch a pillow. And you know what? I am an adult and I don't understand you. How dare you say the end justifies the means? It's not my fault. Chloe said she'd never forgive me. That's right. Do you really think you should be forgiven? I have no money and things are really tough right now. My family won't talk to me anymore. My boyfriend dumped me. I didn't have to go to jail, but after getting arrested, I was fired from work. Please, just help me out for a little while. I don't know who you are anymore. I have no reason to help you. Why? You've always helped me when I needed money. I did that for Chloe, not for you. Why would you think I would give any money to you? Idiot. I can't live like this. I don't know what's going to happen to me. I don't have any food. It's that bad. But you're still alive. That's enough, right? What are you saying? I'm living now, but if I don't get any food, what do you think will happen? Remember, that's what you said about Chloe? Did you forget? After that, Vanessa's parents contacted me and told me that Vanessa had disappeared. She'd stopped paying rent where she was living and apparently ran away. Her parents had co-signed on the house, so the landlord contacted them. One time, she secretly waited outside of her house to see Chloe on her way home from school. Chloe said she just ignored Vanessa and doesn't know what happened to her after that. Knowing Vanessa, I doubt she's even thinking about us anymore. I think the only reason she came here that day was to get money. I don't know if she's living with another man or living on the streets now. Either way, it doesn't matter to us. My daughter and I are enjoying every day with each other. At her mother's house, there was never any food in the house, so there was no way for Chloe to cook. But now we enjoy cooking meals together every day. She even helps clean up the house. We're living the perfect life now. Every time I do something for her, she always says, "Thanks, Dad," with a big smile on her face. I don't ever want her to have another sad day again. Vanessa was a terrible person, but I do thank her for giving birth to such a wonderful daughter. As a man, some things are hard for me to talk to Chloe about, but I want to make up for all the love and affection I couldn't give her when she wasn't living with me. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button.
Mom, I'm home from school now. Hi, Vanessa. You're home later than usual. Did you have cooking club today? That's right. Today we made cheese omelets. Oh, that's great. When I get out of the hospital, you'll have to show me, okay? Okay. But when are you getting out of the hospital? Is it tomorrow or the day after? I don't know, sweetie. I won't be out of the hospital until the baby is born. When will it be born? The doctors think it'll be this weekend. But I can't leave the hospital right after it's born. We have to wait and make sure everything is okay. I see. So I guess you'll have to take a picture of your cheese omelet for me. Okay. If the hospital weren't so far from the house, it would be nice. I miss you. I'm sorry, sweetie, but I'll be home as soon as I can. I miss you too. Dad and Grandma are so busy. They won't take me to the hospital to visit you. They haven't been home much lately. I have to eat by myself. By yourself? I know Daddy works late sometimes, but why isn't Grandma there? She goes out a lot. Today she's on another trip. Your grandma's off on another trip? Yeah. Well, who's making dinner tonight then? Dad left me some money and told me to buy something at the store. Okay. I'll message your dad and tell him to try to get home as early as he can tonight. It's getting late, so make sure you get to the store and back before it gets dark, okay? Okay. Marie, I can't seem to get a hold of Leonard. Could you tell him to check his phone as soon as he gets home tonight? Please.
I don't like it when you call me my first name. It's disrespectful. How many times do I have to tell you that? You are not my family. My son married you, not me.
Sorry, Mrs. Reed. I'll be more careful from now on.
You do that, and stop asking me to do things for you. Leonard has been really busy lately. I have no idea what time he's going to come home.
Okay, but it's just that my contractions have started. The doctor said the baby's going to be born late tonight or early tomorrow morning. So please tell him his baby is going to be born soon. Once the contractions start getting closer together and more painful, I won't be able to try contacting him anymore. So please let him know.
What? Can't you just ask Vanessa to do it?
Vanessa is still in elementary school. She's going to be going to bed soon.
Well, I want to get to bed early tonight, too. I don't know when Leonard is getting home. I can't stay up all night waiting for him. And even if I tell him, what's that going to accomplish? It's not going to make your contractions go away or anything. Contact him yourself after the baby is born.
You know this is Leonard's child that's about to be born, right? Please tell him.
But we already know it's going to be another girl, don't we? This is your second daughter. You don't need Leonard there. Besides, neither Leonard nor I have any time to be trying to comfort you right now. That's what the nurses are there for anyway. You contacted Leonard, and he didn't reply, right? There's your answer right there.
Okay, fine, whatever. I'll try again myself.
You should have done that from the start instead of bothering me. The whole world doesn't revolve around you. You can try contacting him again if you want, but I don't think you're gonna get a reply.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Is there a reason Leonard won't be coming home tonight? I wanted him to be here for this, and not just that. There's a lot of paperwork here that needs to get done before they'll release me. So I wanted him to come and help with that too.
Then why don't you just ask your parents to come and help? Oh, I shouldn't say parents, should I? Your father died last month, didn't he? I guess it should be singular now, huh? Your mom's all by herself now. I'm sorry.
Whatever. I'll do it myself. I won't bother you with it.
Good, thank you. Ever since I moved in with you, you've been causing us nothing but stress.
Hey, I never asked you to come live with us.
See? That's exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. That attitude of yours. You're not very friendly, and you're always looking down on me. And I don't mean that just because you're tall. I've been living in this house with you for 3 years, and you still don't treat me with respect. No matter what I do, it's not good enough for you.
Is that so? Once the baby is born, I guess we'll have to reevaluate our living arrangements, won't we? That's another thing I'll have to talk to Leonard about when I get out of the hospital.
You're right about that. That is, if Leonard will listen to what you have to say. He's not even with you now is he? Oh, I feel so sorry for you.
That's only because he's busy with work.
It's probably best if that's what you think. Anyway, don't ask me to do anything for you. It's annoying.
Vanessa, where are you? Are your dad and grandma with you? If they are, can you tell them to contact me as soon as possible? Who is this? Huh? Vanessa, it's Mommy. This is Vanessa, right? What's going on? You're not my mom anymore. I don't know who you are. What are you talking about? I just got home. The house is completely empty. You guys wouldn't have moved, would you? Yeah, we moved. We're in our new house. You moved? What are you talking about? You're not my mom, so it doesn't matter to you. What? What do you mean? Why are you saying I'm not your mom? Why would you say that to me? Dad and Grandma said they left divorce papers by the front door. They said hurry up and sign them. When you're done signing them, call Grandma. Divorce papers? What's going on? Vanessa, please, let me talk to your dad. No, he said he doesn't want to talk to you. Dad and I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Vanessa, please. Vanessa, I love you. Please don't say that I'm not your mom. You're being annoying. Grandma said she'll call you tomorrow. Make sure you sign the divorce papers before she calls. Mom, are you awake? I'm sorry. I said mean things to you. I'm sorry. Vanessa, is it really you? Are you okay? Are you safe? Yeah, I'm fine. But I said some really bad things to you this afternoon. It wasn't me. Grandma made me write those things. But why would she? She did it so you and Dad would divorce. And then she took my phone from me. But now Grandma's asleep, so I snuck in and got my phone back. Vanessa, I'm sorry. It must have been really bad for you this past week or so. I didn't want to leave you by yourself. No, it's okay. But Dad and Grandma are acting strange. They're talking like you're a bad person. It's scaring me. Vanessa, do you know where you are right now? I'll come and get you. We just moved here yesterday, so I don't know the address. But it's a really big and really tall apartment building. You mean a high-rise condo? A high-rise condo? I don't know. But Dad said I won't be changing schools. Really? Okay. I'll pick you up after school tomorrow. I can see you again? Of course. I'll see you tomorrow. Just wait until then, okay? Okay. Oh, and Dad said he's marrying a new woman soon. A new woman? What does that mean? I don't know. But he said she's gonna have a new baby soon, too. Are you sure he's not talking about your new little sister I just gave birth to? I don't think he means my new sister. I didn't understand everything that Dad and Grandma were talking about, but they said the new baby that's coming is a boy. They said I'd have a new brother soon. Oh my God. Vanessa, I'm so sorry that all of this is happening. I'm coming to get you tomorrow, I promise. Then you and I can live together, okay? Okay, I want to be with you. Dad and Grandma aren't very nice, and I don't like this new place. I want to be with you too. I'm sorry all of this is happening to you, but thanks for contacting me even with everything that's going on. We'll be together again, starting tomorrow. Okay, you promise? I promise. Okay, I'll wait for you after school.
Josie, did you sign those divorce papers yet? As soon as you do, message me. We have to discuss how you and Leonard will be splitting the assets, as well as custody of Vanessa and child support payments.
I think normally those things are discussed before signing the divorce papers. Don't you think you're getting the order mixed up?
The truth is, we don't want to drag out the process by arguing about all of that before the divorce is finalized. I don't think you're in any position to refuse any of our conditions anyway. Now, are you? That's why we want to discuss all of that with you after the divorce is finalized. Besides, you want us to give you Vanessa back, don't you? If you accept all of our conditions, Leonard promises not to dispute custody of Vanessa.
Does he really think he could get custody of Vanessa anyway?
Well, they'll likely give custody of her to you, even if he disputes it. But the longer it takes you to sign those papers and get the divorce over with, the longer it's going to be before you can see Vanessa again. We know how much you love your daughter. Do you really think you can go that long without her?
So that's what this is all about, huh? Look, I'll divorce Leonard, just like he wants. But I'm going to be getting everything. That includes the house, child support, and compensation money.
Compensation money? What are you talking about?
The money I'm going to be suing Leonard for cheating on me. It seems his little mistress is pregnant, isn't she?
Cheating? Who did you hear something like that from?
Vanessa told me all about it. And by the way, Vanessa is with me. She won't be going back to that place Leonard and you are at.
You kidnapped Vanessa? You dirty little coward.
Coward? Who exactly are you talking about? How dare you drag Vanessa into this, just so you can hide behind her and use her as your bargaining chip? She's only in the 5th grade. But you know what? She's old enough to understand what's going on.
The fact that that girl would try to ruin my plans like this just proves that she's got your blood in her veins. I told her not to try to get in contact with you. I can't believe she defied me and went looking for her phone after I took it from her. That's so disrespectful.
Look who's talking. You're the one who's disrespectful. I think you're mixing up the word disrespectful with clever or intelligent.
There you go with that attitude again. You really aren't a very nice woman, are you? Whatever. If you divorce Leonard like he wants, we really can't complain. We were only holding on to Vanessa as a trump card, in case we needed her. You have no objection to the divorce, do you?
None at all. I have no feelings for Leonard whatsoever anymore. He wouldn't even contact me while I was giving birth to his 2nd daughter. And on top of that, he was cheating on me. There's no way to save this marriage now. And then to talk about all of that in front of his own daughter. He's a terrible person.
It's not that big of a deal. Besides, it's too hard to try and hide every little thing from her anyway. She's young. She'll forget all about this anyway.
Are you serious? Do you really think that? Kids think about things a lot harder and longer than adults do. A husband who cheats on his wife and a mother-in-law who thinks that what he's doing is okay? The two of you together make me sick.
Saying that he's cheating is a little bit harsh. He's not cheating. He's just changing wives. And did you not hear? His new wife's child is gonna be a boy. This new woman is so much better than you in every way. All you can give Leonard is girls. Not to mention, she's younger and shorter than you. She's so much cuter.
Is that so? Well, I'm glad Leonard will have the wife you always wanted him to have. But no matter how you put it, he's cheating on me. So I'm suing him for compensation money.
All you talk about is money. You should be ashamed of yourself. If we pay you, will you be happy? Once he gets half of all your things, he'll be happy to pay whatever your little lawsuit amounts to.
Don't you think you're misunderstanding something? Do you know something about our assets that I don't?
Well, the husband and wife share everything, right? Usually everything gets split down the middle, 50-50, right?
That's right. But ever since we got married, I've only been working part-time. I didn't make much money, so most of what I'll be getting will be from Leonard. And I'm pretty sure we don't have as much savings as you think we do.
What are you talking about? After your father died, you would have gotten a big inheritance from him. You must have gotten hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? I know your father had money. Even if Leonard only gets $100,000 from you, after he pays compensation money, he'll still have plenty of free money left over.
Is that what you guys were thinking?
What? What's so funny?
Do you not know how inheritance works? When one parent dies, it doesn't mean the kids get all the money. My dad could give his money to anyone he wants in his will. When my dad died, I didn't get his money. All of his stuff went to my mother. I'm not getting a cent from him. He left everything to my mom. If both of my parents had died, I would have gotten a large inheritance, but...
Huh? What are you talking about? You're kidding, right? You just don't want us taking your money, so you're making up some crazy story.
What I said is true. I've never told Leonard I was getting an inheritance. Why would he assume I was? Are you saying he went off and had an affair and then went ahead with this divorce without looking into anything first? Oh, he must be even stupider than I thought.
But Leonard, he said your dad's money would be yours.
He never asked me about that. And who would think that anyway? You two are both stupid for creating this whole plan of yours without verifying any of the important information. So like I said, I'll be suing Leonard for compensation money. Not only was he cheating on me, but I hear the one he was cheating on me with is pregnant. I wonder if he started cheating on me when my dad died, or if it's been going on for a while and this new son is really his. I'll have to get talking to a private detective to see how long this has been going on for, because the longer he's been doing it, the more money I can get from him. And I'll get talking to my lawyer about everything else with this divorce.
Wait, hold on. Josie, let's just calm down, okay?
I think the only one not calm here is you, huh? Can't believe Leonard wanted to use my dad dying as a way to get money from me. Just know that no matter what it takes, I'm going to be getting my compensation money from your son.
Wait, let's just reconsider this whole divorce thing, shall we? This was Leonard's idea, not mine. I've always been against it. I never wanted him to divorce you. When I heard he had done this and his mistress was pregnant, I cried so hard. It was only after I got so tired of crying that we came up with this idea. Let me try talking to Leonard again. I think I can convince him to break up with his new girlfriend.
No, I really don't care about Leonard anymore. I'm just fine going ahead with this divorce.
You can't possibly think it's a good idea.
Honestly, I knew something with Leonard changed as soon as he found out I was pregnant with his second daughter. I just never thought he had started cheating on me. After the new baby was born, I was hoping everything would go back to the way it was before. But honestly, the way Leonard has been treating me and his daughter recently is unforgivable. He's been acting like you. I think that's why it hurt me so much.
Don't be so hasty. Don't give up on your marriage. A divorce isn't something that should be decided so quickly.
Who was the one that told me to hurry up and sign the divorce papers? Marie, don't tell me you're already starting to lose your memory from old age.
Oh, that could be it. That's probably why I've been saying strange things to you recently.
If you can take my words and turn them around that quickly, your brain seems to be working just fine.
Josie, I'm sorry. We were wrong to try to push this on you so quickly. I promise I'll apologize to you. Please, just reconsider.
It's too late for that. I've already submitted the divorce papers. You admitted to me that Leonard was cheating on me, so I made some adjustments to the documents before handing them in.
Huh? Are you at City Hall right now?
Yes. Leonard and I are officially divorced. I'm not related to you or him anymore.
Wait, what? Why would you hand them in so quickly? You just got out of the hospital yesterday. What about your new baby?
My mom's looking after her right now. You wanted me to get this divorce, right? So what's your problem?
Well, yeah, but I can't believe you did that without at least talking to Leonard first.
How am I supposed to talk to Leonard if he runs away from me and won't return my calls or messages? Oh, and since Leonard had already signed the divorce papers, I filled in all the necessary information. The spot about custody of the children was blank, so I filled that in.
It's illegal to hand that in without our permission.
Why's that? Leonard already signed the papers and gave them to me, and you told me to agree to it. You guys obviously wanted me to get this divorce, so everything's fine. If Leonard didn't like the changes I made to the documents, he shouldn't have signed them before talking with me.
We didn't tell you to hand them in without our permission. I told you to contact me after you had signed the papers, didn't I?
Well, if that was the case, Leonard probably shouldn't have signed them before giving them to me, huh? I'm so glad you two are stupid. It really helped me out. And you weren't hesitating about the divorce until you found out that I didn't get any inheritance from my dad. Anyway, thanks for giving me signed divorce papers and moving out of my house.
It was a mistake.
This whole thing was your idea, wasn't it? You probably told Leonard to move out right after my baby was born and to leave the divorce papers for me, huh? Your entire plan was to leave me high and dry, wasn't it?
That was never my intention.
Oh, don't be modest with me. You lived with us for 3 years. I know exactly what you're like. You've hated me ever since I married Leonard. And you've been either ignoring me or shunning me the whole time. And for the past little while, you made Leonard do the same to me and Vanessa, didn't you?
I've got it. You're right. It was all me. So just leave me out of this and talk things over with Leonard, okay? I'm sure you've got lots of things you want to talk to him about, don't you? I won't bother you anymore.
Huh? There's nothing I want to talk to him about in private either. Our assets, child support payments, and compensation money will all be dealt with through my lawyer.
But what about the new baby's name? You haven't decided on one yet, have you? You two should get together and decide on a name, and then correct the papers at City Hall. I'm sure Leonard has been thinking really hard of good names.
Leonard? A man who only does what his mother says? Do you think I'd actually let him name my daughter? Besides, I'm sure he's probably thinking about names for his girlfriend's son. He hasn't bothered to return any of my calls or try to contact me in any way after I went into labor. He moves out to be with his girlfriend, leaves me divorce papers, and still hasn't bothered to contact me once? Not to mention, all of that was done in an attempt to steal my father's inheritance from me. I have no feelings for him whatsoever. Well, nothing good anyway. I don't think anyone in a situation like this would hesitate to go through with a divorce.
But Josie, the truth is, this new condo that we moved into, it's really expensive. He only bought it because he thought he'd be getting half of your inheritance. That's why I need you to do just one thing for us.
What is it? Don't tell me you're going to ask me to help you out with that, are you?
I'm not going to ask you to help pay for it or anything. I just want you to consider our financial situation when calculating things during the divorce. I had to use all of my husband's leftover inheritance just for the down payment on this thing.
I see. In that case, you should probably sell that place and get a house that suits Leonard's income a little better. You haven't sold your old house yet, right? Why don't you two just move back there?
We can't do that. This new condo was chosen by Leonard's soon-to-be new wife.
Oh, well, that's great, isn't it? That means it has absolutely nothing to do with me. If it's for her, I won't even consider it when my lawyer is calculating everything. So tell Leonard he'll be hearing from my lawyer shortly. Have fun with everything.
Josie, just wait. Don't abandon Leonard and I. We've known each other for so long, haven't we? We're family.
We might have known each other, but we were never family. I remember you telling me that many times. After that, I got my lawyer to help me sue Leonard for compensation money. When I tried to sue Leonard's mistress for compensation money as well, it became clear that Leonard had never told her that he was married. When she found out, she wasn't too happy. But none of that is my problem, so I'm not getting in the middle of it. After I got my share of the assets and my compensation money from Leonard, I made sure to block both his and his mother's number right away. I told Vanessa that if she ever wants to see her dad again, she's welcome to do so. However, if Leonard wants to talk to me, he'll have to do it through my lawyer. Actually, just the other day, my lawyer gave me a letter from Leonard. In the letter, he told me that since I had sued his girlfriend for compensation money as well, they weren't able to make payments on his loan for the condo. It also seems that Leonard's mother, Marie, was kicked out of the condo because his girlfriend didn't like her. Marie finally got the grandson she wanted, and Leonard kicked her out as soon as it happened. What a terrible set of people that mother and son are. As I got to the end of the letter, it was clear that he just wanted money from me, and that he was trying to get me to take him back. When I realized that, I burned the letter and pretended that I never got it in the first place. It had nothing to do with him wanting to see Vanessa, so there was no reason for me to reply to it. He ignored me even when I was giving birth to his second daughter, and he was cheating on me. I don't want anything to do with him ever again. My mother was looking after my new baby the whole time I was dealing with this divorce. I'm really grateful to her and to Vanessa for handling all this so well. But now I'm back looking after my daughters every day and enjoying my life again. I'm not planning on relying on my parents' inheritance in the future. I plan on working from home and supporting myself. You never know what's going to happen in life, so I want to prepare for whatever the future may bring. Family means a lot to me, so I'm going to protect my daughters and make sure they don't have to go through something like that again. I just want them to be as happy and as healthy as they can be. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time!